Hi, this is Rachel Stone with Commonwealth Computer Training in Richmond, Virginia, and I'm talking about importing text from Microsoft Word into PowerPoint. Now, if your presentation text already exists in Microsoft Word, you don't have to retype it in PowerPoint. You can import the text using the Slides from Outline feature. On the Home tab, underneath New Slide, you click Slides from Outline. Now, by outline, it's referring to text formatted in Word using the heading or outlining levels. We're going to play with this feature a little bit, and we'll start by importing some basic text that I've already typed on a Word document. Now, my text is in groups. I have communication skills, management leadership, and professional development. Each one of those I would want to be the heading on my slide in PowerPoint, and then the bullets below each heading. I also want to point out that this text is currently formatted as normal. I am not using the heading levels at this time for this example. Alright, so I'm going to close this document, and here in PowerPoint I just have a blank presentation open. Underneath New Slide, I'll select Slides from Outline, and I'll use my Word document. And what it did was, regardless of whether it was a bullet or not, it brought each line of text in as the heading on an individual slide. Now, I could take the time to fix this here, but I want to point out something else as well that will be easier to see if we're using the outline view. Now, this is PowerPoint 2013. To look at the view in this pane as the outline, I need to go to the View tab and choose Outline View. If you're using 2007 or 2010 version, you would see an Outline View tab just right up here that you would select. What I want to point out is a couple of my headings it actually left out. The heading that was right here, Professional Development, is not there, and also my Management Leadership is gone. It just brought in my first one, Communication Skills, and then all the rest it brought in were all the other bullets. So I actually have some missing text. So why don't we try this again? So I'm going back to my Word document, and what I'll do is I'll format each one of my headings as a heading 1 here in Word. So I'll just select the text and select heading 1 right here on the Home tab. I'm going to save that change, close Word, and I'll just quickly get a new blank presentation here. And then let's try this again. So I'll go back up to New Slide, Slides from Outline, bring in my document, and here we go. So again, it put each one as a heading on an individual slide. Let's look at this in the Outline View again. I'll go back to View, Outline View. Now, it did bring in all of the text this time. Just note that the ones formatted as heading 1 have a unique format compared to the ones that were the bullets. So see, there's my Management Leadership. Now, I could fix this here if I wanted to, and this is a really neat tip to know about your outlining pane. You can actually promote and demote text in the outline pane, and I'll show you how to do that. I'm going to click just before Advanced Interpersonal Communication. This should be a bullet on the Communication Skills slide, so I'm going to put my cursor at the beginning of that text, and on my keyboard press Tab. That text is now demoted, and you can see it is moved up to be a bullet on slide 2. I want to do the same thing to the other 3 lines here. So I'll select these 3 slides of text and press Tab on my keyboard, and they're demoted as well. Now I'll repeat this process for these lines that should be bullets, and with these. So that was a pretty quick and easy fix. Now let's say if I demote one, let's say Professional Development, I accidentally demote. And as you can see, that's now a bullet on this slide, but it should actually be its own heading on a new slide. I can promote that text by holding down Shift as I press Tab, and you can see it's now promoted back to being its own heading again. So this worked by bringing in the text with that format from Word, but as you can see, it took a little work for me to get it all tidied up. So let's import one more time from Word. I'm going to go back to my Word document, and this time I'll take the bullets and format them as heading 2. So my heading, communication skills, also management leadership and professional development, those are all level 1s. and then everything that was a bullet is now level 2. So we'll save and close that. Back here in PowerPoint, let's just get a new blank presentation, and let's try it this way. So we'll go to slides from outline, grab this document, and here you go. This way it worked beautifully. My heading 1 came in as the slide header, and then all of my heading 2s came in as the bulleted text. Now it carried over that formatting. If I want to apply a design template to this text, notice that it kept the blue font color and the font style along with it. See, it's not updating the font for the different designs. And a quick fix for this, I'll go back to the View tab to the Outline view. What I can do is I can use my mouse to select all of this text. On my Home tab, there's this Clear All Formatting button. Clear all the formatting from there. Now I'll go back to Design. I'll enlarge this a little bit for you. And you'll see that now the font and the font color updates for the different templates that I select. So I hope this helps you when it comes to importing outline text from Microsoft Word into PowerPoint. This is Rachel Stone with Commonwealth Computer Training, and thanks so much for watching.